Hello. All right. Well, I've got these both opened up, and it's been a couple days, and they've sunk in, and I mean, I still think these are probably the coolest fucking toy that's been released in quite a few years. They are awesome. Um, they both have their articulation feels pretty good. Like I don't see any kind of areas I feel like are gonna break. Maybe this chest here in the middle. I don't know. But it seems kind of weird. It feels like it's seizing and it clicks here and there. But anyways, it still seems to work pretty good. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break for sure. Anyways, if you feel that shit, you know what I'm talking about. But it's time to fucking start slicing into these guys. So I'm gonna kind of show you how I go through doing that stuff. So I guess my tools here that I got my blow dryer. That's gonna be not for heating up and popping apart, but for heating up and just cutting, because this is very hard and thick plastic here, and this is the kind of shit you can cut your fingers off in a heartbeat. So the easier it is to slice through, the better. And it doesn't feel hollow, but it might be. I don't know. We'll see when we start cutting them open and shit. But that's hard plastic there. And for that I use my little bow saw here. Well, it's not little, but it's a good one. I've had this blade for about fucking 3 years now, and it's pretty fucked up, but it still cuts. I should get a new one and make it a lot easier. And then, this is the razor blade I use, and this, that's got a big blade on it, and I've had quite a few incidences where I've almost cut my fucking fingers off. Thank God I haven't cut an artery or something. Be very careful when fucking cutting stuff like this, because this is like, once it gets to a certain point, man, it can just slide right out and fucking get you. So I kind of like in baseball how they say keep your eye on the ball. I think the same thing with the razor blade. Just at all times, never let your guard down. As you're going through the plastic, always keep your fucking eye on that razor blade. Mostly your mind, not really your eyes. Keep just fucking feeling it and thinking it out and making sure that you're paying attention to when that blade is about to come through. Because that's where I always nip myself. Just this stuff here, I don't even bother with the razor blade. This Dremel tool and the fucking saw. So anyways, and I also got my clippers here. Well, not my clippers, but my, pliers. Some heavy duty ones, so I can pull off things when I need to. Most likely the hair, the face. And then this also is my other tool I kind of use when I heat this stuff up. Kind of pop it up in there, and you can kind of get shit to loosen up and whatnot. But, so what I can see so far with this guy is we've got rubber fucking thighs on the pants here. So I was kind of thinking, let's cut it and see what happens. See how I'm cutting towards myself? Don't do that. Cool, came right out, perfect. Just what we're looking for. So, and the fucking joint still feels nice. If you can't tell, that's fucking hollow right there, but it's still pretty goddamn stout. I trust it. What can you do? I mean, if you really want to get into it, you can fucking try to correct that shit the best you can. Get your fucking hands out of the way. Slice it up. So I think this thing's tucked in up under his fucking thigh here. So I think, always keep your fucking hands away if you can. So let's see here. Nope, it broke. Nice. It's not that far in there. I thought maybe it was going to go all the way to the joint, but it's not that bad. It's pretty easy. So that's what you got there. Ooh, that's kind of gross, but whatever. Like I said, I don't give a shit. So it turns out, yeah, that's kind of that rubbery shit. Cool. That's what I prefer. When in doubt, bite it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is. Alright, so, cool. Well, not cool, because I mean, it is scary to trim that shit. Can't lie about that. So let's see what's up here. Same fucking thing. Cool. Yep. stripping the Hulk down. So let's see what's up with this too. A little shaky here. Sorry. I'm fucking nervous. I'm excited to get into this, guy. This is like fucking awesome. I mean, it's kind of cool. But I'm gonna try to share this with you. Anyone that gives a shit, they can check this out. So yeah. So I'm gonna do them both at the same time, but I'll pause and do that one after I get this shit straightened out, and then we'll pick it back up. Spend a bunch of money and fucking tear it to pieces. Be really careful, man. If you're fucking gonna be tugging like that, be really careful with your toy. But I have faith in what I'm doing, so I got pretty good hands. So yeah, so we got two different things going on there. So those are separate. Funny, they could have put a swivel down there, but they didn't do it. The swivel would actually make this joint move a little cooler, but it also would probably be the loosest fucking thing on the figure, so I'm kind of glad they didn't fucking do it. So I gotta look at my Cyber Demon fucking pictures again, but I think his torso is gonna have to be extended. But definitely the Super Mutant Behemoth is gonna have to be fucking extended. His torso's kind of long, and then I'm gonna chop these out for sure and shorten them up. But anyway, so there we've removed the rubber from most of his shit here. I'm gonna just go ahead and remove that stuff and figure out what I'm gonna do next. Yeah, stop shaking. Alright. So, alright. I have heated these faces up, and I think the trick here is if you grab it by the chin, and if you can, I don't know, I did this with the other one, get that face to come up. Yeah, you gotta use a lot of muscle. No, this one's not coming off as easy. Alright. But, come on, you little bitch. Yeah. Fucking A. There it is. Alright. There's, that one's actually glued in alright. Look at his fucking face. That's funny, isn't it? So that's it. I mean, so, let me see. Pull him by the chin. Come on, get in there, get your fingers in there, and pull, pull. There it is. Fucking A. Well, his hair's still stuck on there, but it'll come off. Anyways, so what I got over here in the pan is a Hulk, and we're gonna cook his ass. But what I'm doing is, I'm not going to put the oven on and put his ass in there. I'm going to heat the oven up and turn it off, so we don't have any fucking mishaps. So I'm just going to make sure, there we go, that I get a good temperature going in the oven. And pretty fucking hot right now, so we'll let that cool down a second. And then once it's got, I don't know, it doesn't need to be hot. The whole point of what I'm doing with that is not to melt the figure. It's so I don't put so much strain on the hair drying and shit. So I live in Arizona, and it gets hot, and I've had really hot toys before just from the temperature in the environment, and it's pretty much the same as using a fucking blow dryer sometimes. So I'm just gonna throw him in the oven once that fucker cools down a second. And I can't give you a precise thing, so don't fucking do it if you don't think you're gonna do it right. And don't fucking leave your toy in the oven. That'd be the stupidest thing. Seriously. Like I said, I'm turning the oven off and putting his ass in there, so if anything, it's gonna be cooling down. So I can start carving this shit up nice and easy. I don't want any fucking problems. He's thick, and I had to run that fucker for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get these fuckers to do this. But, so anyways, this is the, there's the finished head. I mean, that's what it, let me see. Looks pretty fucking cool, actually, with his fucking eyeballs missing. You wanna fuck with me? Look at these. Anyways, but I mean, that's it. That's what's inside there. This fucking thing, and this one had that. A lot of fucking pulling and wedging shit in there to get these apart. And then heating them up, obviously. So I'm gonna throw this guy in the oven. I think it's cooled down enough. And that way, they don't fit, does it? That way, I got somebody I can carve up here in a minute. Right now, my next step is I'm gonna cut this guy's head off, neck off. So I'm gonna go. So I'm just gonna pause it real quick while I do that, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I kind of figured this was gonna happen. It's probably gonna snap apart, but what I did was I took the saw and I did sections. I didn't just with a 6 or a 3-inch figure. I'd probably just hack right through it in 2 different slices. But with this guy, he's a little big, and these bulky figures, you got to be careful of the joints. You don't want to fuck them up from putting too much strain and shit. So what I did is I sliced it there. You can kind of see it's all fucked up and shit. But slice it there. This little bit right here, I took the razor and just gently wiggled it across. But there's a little bit of that here in the front. So let's see what we can do here. Just some gentle wiggling. Don't fuck yourself up. Woo! See a little snap right there at the end? And then there's just a little bit here too. Come on. Let's go. We got time, man. I want to see what's in here. Alright. Cool. Awesome. That's what I was hoping to see. Something like that. A lot of that shit's nice and covered up. But this is not cool. I want to cut this arm off here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Let's see. Damn, look at that. So the joint goes all the way back to that. So that's that little fucker inside there, huh? So, yeah, when you're cutting his head off, see, if I would have fucking just went in there and I would have chopped that, that looks like it's a part of his swivel, so it would have fucking broke him. So you gotta be careful when you're doing shit like that, especially if you're not familiar with it. But, I don't know, let me sit here and kind of fucking ponder what to do. I want to get this arm off, but keep everything working, so we'll see if that's fucking possible. Make sure my Hulk's not melting. Pause! Okay. Alright, well, I'm just fucking going for it, so let me show you. So I'm just kind of lightly fucking holding them pretty tight, too. Lightly going around and just trying to make, and I'm not pressing, I'm letting the weight of the saw do this. Being cautious. I don't want to fuck anything up. Just go nice and light until you see some fucking darkness at the end of the tunnel. Yep, you can feel it's going through, so. I'm trying to go this way now. See what fucking happens. So I'm just hoping shit'll fucking come off nicely, but if not, I mean, oh well, I gotta see what's up. I don't know, is there an easier way to do this? You just take them apart? I don't know how to fucking do that. But, here's some cracking, so fingers are hurting, so actually I can put them down for this one. Ooh, shit. Actually, I was supposed to pay attention to that. So actually I think I want to come up. There's like mechanisms all coming through here, so I think we're just gonna saw here. Let me fucking start it and see what happens. Stupid! And down the titty. Come on down the titty. And we're slicing through. And then what I was thinking was, god damn, going up under the titty, but man, that is a pain in my ass. See what happens. Just take it nice and cautious. Once you get that little line started, ooh, I actually want to, let's come over here a little more towards the nip. Oh yeah, you don't like that. No, you don't like that very much. Yeah, be careful about scraping knuckles and shit with these things. They can fucking hurt. Oop, is my fucking head like right in the way? Sorry about that. That's how egotistical I am. I want my fucking head in there. Alright. I'm gonna pause it for a minute and just continue around, and we'll see you at the end. Oh, hi. Just fucking still hacking away at this fucking cocksucker. I've blown up about 5 fucking times now because this is not going smooth at all. Probably gonna lose something. I don't know what yet, but probably something's gonna fucking not work. If I get a fucking chest articulation after this and an arm articulation, I'd be fucking surprised. Motherfuck. Where are you at? I mean, it is just fucking total goddamn darkness. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Doesn't seem to be working still. It's fucking loose. Man. Anyway, son of a bitch. Alright. Get through that fucking titty already. I would love it if that fucking arm just fell right off. But that's not gonna happen. I already know that. I don't know how the fucking shit's still fucking together. As far as I can see, I don't think I'm even close to the joint, so take a look in a second. Oh shit. Come on, dude. Come off. I'll pause it again. I'll come back in a second. I think I got it. So let's see here. Hopefully it doesn't just fall to pieces, huh? Come on, come on, come on! Did I miss it? I am missing it now. God, this is a pain in the asshole, I'll tell you what. It's gonna be fucking worth it! Come on, dude, come off, fucking bitch. Ah! Alright. And it still works. Unfucking real. Alright, look at that. So I sawed way too deep here. Hit the fucking the chest cavity below. And I don't know how I was able to save that. Holy shit, man. So yeah, if you're gonna cut his fucking arm off, you gotta go closer to the shoulder joint. I was given some fucking distance, and I gave way too much. But god damn, I am fucking sweating like a pig now. So now I'm just gonna raise it up probably an inch or two. Because I think Spawn has a pretty big fight, but I hope I did the right fucking arm. I'm like a bad surgeon here. Unfortunately, my camera's paused, so I couldn't, go back on the internet and take a look. But I'm pretty sure I got the right arm. And so it's going to go up there like that, and then we're going to extend the arms out. I might call it quits for today, man. This guy just fucking beat me to death. So, I don't know. Let me pull this guy out of the oven and see what's up.